There's a certain weight that comes with walking away from people who share your blood. Society teaches us to hold on to family no matter what, to forgive endlessly, and to keep showing up even when it hurts. But the truth? Sometimes the most painful relationships are the ones closest to us. And just because someone shares your DNA doesn't mean they deserve access to your peace. Here are the first three signs. If you see them, you need to pause and ask yourself, is this really love or just loyalty to pain? 1. They constantly dismiss your feelings. It starts small, an eye roll when you speak, a sarcastic laugh when you're vulnerable, or a quick, "you're too sensitive" when you express how something hurt. But over time, that pattern builds into something much deeper: emotional erasure. You begin to second-guess your own emotions, question your worth, and suppress your voice just to keep the peace. If someone who's supposed to love you refuses to validate your humanity, that isn't family. That's quiet destruction. Your feelings are real, and anyone who refuses to see them does not deserve your silence in return. 2. They manipulate you with guilt. You owe us. After everything we've done for you. If you loved us, you'd... These are not phrases of love, they're chains. Guilt is the favorite weapon of manipulators in close relationships because it's easy to dress it up as care. But true love doesn't guilt you into submission. It doesn't keep score or remind you of every sacrifice. If every interaction feels like emotional blackmail, then you're not in a bond. You're in a trap. And escaping it isn't betrayal. It's survival. 3. Your growth makes them uncomfortable. When you start healing, evolving, and becoming more self-aware, you'll notice something unsettling. Not everyone will clap for you. In fact, some people, especially family, might actively resist your growth. They'll try to pull you back into old patterns, joke about your changes, or act offended by your boundaries. Why? Because your growth forces them to confront their own stagnancy. If being more yourself makes someone close to you feel threatened, it's not your responsibility to shrink. It's your sign to keep going, without them, if you must. Sometimes the hardest people to outgrow are the ones who raised us, the ones we shared childhood meals with, or the ones who once held our hand during tough times. But love that suffocates is not love. It's control. And as you continue to evolve, you'll see that staying loyal to dysfunction only delays your peace. Let's dive into the next 4 signs that show it might be time to let go, even if it's family. 4. They only reach out when they need something. You can go weeks, even months, without hearing a word. But the moment they need a favor, a loan, or emotional support, suddenly you're their favorite. Pay close attention to who claps for you when you're down versus when they need you. Real relationships are built on mutual presence, not convenience. If someone only values you as a resource but not as a person, that's not love. That's use. And constantly giving to people who drain you isn't noble. It's self-neglect. 5. They disrespect your boundaries and then act offended. The moment you say no, they act shocked. The moment you draw a line, they cross it just to see if they still have control. And when you finally stand your ground, they accuse you of being cold, distant, or ungrateful. Here's the truth. People who benefit from your lack of boundaries will always resent your growth. You can't build a healthy life if you're constantly breaking your own rules to keep others comfortable. If someone keeps disrespecting your boundaries, no matter how many times you've explained them, they're showing you exactly where they stand. Believe them. 6. They compete with you instead of supporting you. You're not imagining it. Every time you share good news, they downplay it. Every achievement becomes a moment for them to one-up you. This isn't love. It's silent rivalry. It's the cousin who makes snide comments about your success, the sibling who treats your progress like a threat, The parent who criticizes every move you make because they couldn't do the same. True family celebrates you. They don't dim your light just because they're uncomfortable in their own darkness. If every win feels like a battle at home, you might be in the wrong room. 7. You feel more drained than fulfilled after spending time with them. Energy never lies. After a phone call, a dinner, or even a short visit, if you consistently walk away feeling heavy, anxious, or belittled, that's not family. That's emotional poison. Love should replenish you, not rob you. And if someone's presence makes you feel smaller, quieter, or more broken each time, you owe it to yourself to protect your peace. You weren't born to constantly repair what others keep breaking. Walking away from people you've known your whole life doesn't mean you're heartless. It means you've finally realized your heart deserves peace, too. Let's be honest. Breaking ties with toxic family is one of the most painful decisions you'll ever make. But sometimes, healing starts with goodbye. You see, we're conditioned to believe that family is forever, that no matter how they treat you, you must stay, tolerate, forgive, repeat. But here's the raw truth. Blood might connect you, but respect and kindness are what truly bind people. If a friend treated you the way some of your family does, you'd cut them off without thinking twice. So why is your peace negotiable just because of shared DNA? Growth doesn't come without discomfort. And the moment you start choosing your mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being over obligation, you begin to live. For the first time, you're not reacting. You're choosing. Choosing to stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. Choosing to no longer be the emotional punching bag or the family scapegoat. Choosing yourself. People will call you selfish. They'll say you've changed. Let them. Growth looks like disobedience to those who benefited from your silence. And no, you don't have to burn bridges. Some people you simply outgrow, and the distance between you is peace, not punishment. You don't hate them. You just finally love yourself enough to walk away. So if you've seen these 7 signs, seen them in the quiet moments, in the backhanded comments, in the exhausting conversations that leave you feeling worse, this is your sign. You are not overreacting. You are not being cold. You are finally waking up to your worth. And that's not rebellion. That's wisdom.